All right, welcome back to Missing Persons TV. I'm Brian Ladd with my co-host Deborah. Today is Sunday, June 21st, 2009, 9:26 p.m. We are going to be discussing three cases from earlier this year. They are cases number 681, Amber DeBose, 683, Damaris Lopez, and case number 686, Roshni Chander. And then we'll be discussing that case. I did the case the other night, case number 770, Brittany Stevens. I have Deborah on the phone with me, and I also have Kevin Doyle. How you guys doing?
Great.
Well, that's good, Kevin. Deborah, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Happy Father's Day to you, and Happy Father's Day to you also, Kevin.
Yeah, same here, Kevin. Happy Father's
Thanks,
Day, and Happy Father's Day to everybody else out there. How was your weekend, Deborah?
Busy. It's busy this time of year at my house. You know, my kids being in their late teens, and actually I have one that's no longer a teenager now. She turned 20 today.
Oh,
So,
happy birthday.
yes, my Dawn is now 20.
20.
She's so grown up. Yep,
Anything
she's
exciting
working
happened?
full-time this year, and she'll be starting her third year of college in the fall, so she's a busy young lady.
Anything exciting happened?
There's always exciting stuff going on here. My life is never dull.
Okay. I went catfishing last night. I caught 2 catfish. My neighbor caught 4. We split them up and we barbecued some catfish today, and barbecued a black snake. I know we were talking about that earlier. Yeah, we do eat snake, and it was delicious. We tried rattlesnake too, and that's also good. So that's what we did today. We had a barbecue. We had chicken too, and that's really about it. Kevin, how was your weekend?
It was okay. Trying to remember what I did yesterday. It's kind of like a blur. I did so many things. I had to get a neighbor's weight machine into my house yesterday, and I helped somebody move some things. It was just one thing after the other. It just kept me busy all morning and all day, and went to bed at a decent time, actually. So it was a good day.
Okay. Well, I'm glad everybody had a nice and safe weekend. Deborah, earlier we were talking about you were talking about a case, not necessarily a missing person case, but something in the news. Did you want to bring that up?
I was actually talking about a few of them. Which one would you like me to talk about?
The one with the baby. The one that said they had a baby.
The fake baby.
That one.
The online scam. I'm not sure how many of the viewers, listeners, yours have heard of little April Rose, but her mom had been blogging for months, and she was a poor single mom and expecting, and there was problems with the baby, and the baby was only going to live for a short time after birth, just like a matter of hours or something like that. And what happened was she decided to blog about this, and she had like millions of people reading her blog. She had a blog on Blogspot, and it's called little1april.blogspot.com. Right now it's got an apology letter up there from her. She talked about how she was going to carry baby April Rose to term and have her, and April Rose would pass away, and because she doesn't believe in abortion and things like that, even if there's something wrong with the baby that is that drastic. And so she talked about being a Christian, and I mean, she really got a lot of attention from people, and it turned out it was all a scam. There was no baby. She was on Good Morning America. I think it was the first weekend of this month when she actually supposedly had this baby.
I'm looking it up right now. I see a picture of her.
She posted afterwards. There's some blogs out there, in a lot of things on forums and stuff. She posted some about these photos came from a website. It was pictures of a doll. But apparently she was saying that some of these photos were post-mortem and stuff too. Yeah, and that's kind of distasteful. I mean, just think
was
of
this
all the
to bring
women
attention to? Was it to bring attention? Let's say maybe the abortion rights activists and stuff like that. Anything to do with that, or this is just something she?
Attention to it? I don't think so.
Okay.
Because she actually, in her apology letter on her blog there, because she took everything else down, she talked about how she thinks she may have hurt that cause. You know, she wants that, you know, to remain a good cause and stuff. Apparently she suffered loss in the past. She's like 26 years old. She had a loss of a child, I believe, when she was in college, and then one like a year ago, something like that. But I just, who does this?
But she,
and people are sending her stuff, and people are just all over this. But think of the women that have suffered loss.
Well, she probably has some mental issues, though, dealing with it, probably with the loss of her previous children, then. And maybe just, I don't know, I'm actually reading the article right now.
Yeah, obviously this woman has a severe problem. And she says she's getting help, but this is just mind-blowing. And people just followed her blog. Tons of people.
I'm reading the pro-abortion or anti-abortion groups were promoting her blog, though. That's how she got so popular. So it was a lot of her popularity did come from pro-life organizations. Which included
someone could actually do something like that and even give this fake baby a name.
Anti-abortion messages and a soundtrack of inspirational Christian pop songs. So it did have something to do with that too. Okay, what is that?
I have no idea. It's not here.
It's a nice song, I guess. Let me figure out what's going on real quick. It might be a website. It's coming from a website that I just visited on that K. Oh, hold on, guys. I'll fix that.
I'm not finding anything here.
No, I just want,
oh,
I went to that blog though that you were talking about in this case, and then but when I'm talking, it's going away. Okay, let me try to fix it. This is really strange.
This is technical difficulties, isn't it?
Well, I went.
You know
we were talking.
You know what? I had a website open for a really long time, and it is here. Hang on. I had this open for quite a while.
Okay, well.
Before Steven started broadcasting, it was the Bring Amber Home website.
All right, Deborah.
How does it kick on way after you?
You are fired.
Site?
You're fired. That's it.
I'm really sorry.
That's okay. I was trying to think. I was like, I shut it down.
Open.
Well, a lot of times when you go to
there's no music.
A lot of times when you go to blogs or something like that, there's music playing. I thought it was coming from that the case we were just discussing. So I shut down the blog real quick, but apparently that wasn't it. So sorry about that, guys. Good song though.
Well, you get music earlier on when you get somewhere. You know, when you get to a site or a blog or whatever, you get it sooner. How do you just sit without it for a while and then it kicks in? That's weird.
I don't know.
Because I had that tab open for Amber before we ever started broadcasting, and it took that long for music to kick in.
Hey, I don't know. Maybe
Strange.
Bring attention to.
Anyway, that is the wonderful music at bringamberhome.com for Amber Dubois.
Okay.
Missing from Esposito.
As a matter of fact, let's just jump right to that case then, since we're here.
Okay, well, now I'm going to have to pull something else because I don't want to turn the music on. There's no off switch.
Oh, okay, well, go right to it, and if it starts playing again, I don't know what to tell you, Deborah. So,
No, I'm not. No way.
well,
Oh.
you got to find something. Anyways, so Deborah finds something. The first case we're going to, well, actually, since I have a picture up, let's discuss these 3 cases now, and then we'll go with a new one.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm pretty sure I can have something real quick here. So.
Okay. So our first case we're going to discuss tonight is case number 681, Amber Lynn DeBose. The case was opened February 23rd, 2009. Deborah has the information for Amber. Right, Deborah?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And that's the music that we just heard is for Amber's case, which is good because that's actually the first case that we were covering anyways.
Right.
What do we got?
Like I said, that's from the bringamberhome.com website.
Okay.
Amber
real quick, bring Amber home because I don't have that on the case file.
Right. This was not the original site set up. They set this up a while after she'd been missing. There was one earlier on, but this one I'm sure you don't have it exactly.
Okay.
So, yeah,
we do have a link to the forum, and let me check it out real quick too. Go ahead, Deborah.
Okay. Well, Amber Leanne Dubois has been missing since February 13th of this year. She is 5 feet 5 inches tall, 140 pounds, has brown hair and blue eyes. She's missing from Escondido, California. Just, going from memory and from working on this case and covering it and doing redos and stuff like that, I do remember that she had, the day that she went missing was a special day for her. She had a check with her to pay for, wasn't it a baby lamb? I think it was a lamb.
Yeah.
Through her FFA, the Future Farmers of America group.
Mm-hmm.
And on her way to school that morning was the last time that she had been seen.
Okay.
So, yeah, and missing from Escondido, California, which is quite near to the border, for Mexico. There was a lot of searches. There's been a lot of creative things done with Amber's case. Motorcycle riders, bikers have ridden. They've done rides trying to raise money. That's something that you don't see in every case.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they got to even that pretty early on. Her parents pretty much do anything. There was some speculation after, a bit after she went missing, that possibly she'd gotten herself into trouble online. And her parents talked about how she didn't use a computer and she just loved her books and, all that type of thing. She's 14 years old. Most 14-year-olds spend quite a bit of time with a computer. It turned out from them forensically going over a computer from the home, some friends had said that, there were some things that were inappropriate, that she said in chat or something to some guys online possibly, but they were not able to come up with any evidence or any, exact leads to point them in any direction there. There was also where they were looking for, they were looking for a vehicle that had been...
You doing all this out of memory?
Yeah, I'm doing this all out of memory. Now,
okay,
the vehicle they were looking for was a truck.
Okay.
Now, I'm pulling up that here. Yeah, there was a truck, and it was not too far from the school, her high school there. And we actually had it on video surveillance. They were trying to find out who that truck belonged to. I remember getting emails also talking about what was going on in California. Not just that there's other young women missing, young ladies missing in the same age bracket and in the same areas of California, but that there's vans cruising the streets in those general areas trying to grab. Do you remember when that happened? Mm-hmm. And you did a redo and you worked on for Amber and Pebbles Jace and who's the other one? Marlene Torales.
Yeah, this case alone, well, we think this case is related to 688, 690, and 712. Sandra Cantu is on here too. Right,
and then when we were looking at something that was emailed in by Sandra. Thank you, Sandra.
Mm-hmm.
She emailed to you something for Jesse Foster's case.
Mm-hmm.
And you sent me links, and you shared the email information with me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
then I noticed that a name that you had on a dream drawing
mm-hmm.
was very similar to the name of a hotel on a website connected with that information from
Tijuana, right?
Right.
And that information
Tijuana
came from Craigslist.
Right, and when we looked at the that website for that bar,
mm-hmm.
and they talked about getting busy upstairs in the hotel or whatever, the name of that hotel is very close to the same odd spelling as what you came up with when you did a redo for Amber, Pebbles, and Marlene.
Mm-hmm.
It's listed in there, and it looks almost identical, the spelling.
I think it is. I think what we had done is we actually downloaded all the pictures from Craigslist for Craigslist Tijuana to see a lot of victims of human trafficking. Their pictures are put on Craigslist. So we're trying to. This is every missing person that we suspect could be human trafficking, and there are a lot of them. I think Amber's case is related to at least 3 or 4 other ones, and we found a location. Actually, I didn't. Deborah, who found that the hotel? Well, actually, I found the hotel, but who sent the pictures?
Sandra did.
Sandra. Thank you, Sandra.
Was in chat, and Sandra's nephew, Innocent
Here's
Yanez. Actually, he goes by Sean Yanez.
Mm-hmm.
Is missing. Her nephew, and so she joins us in chat quite often, and she sent information in after there was a show with Glendine Grant on it. Mm-hmm. And she was looking at Craigslist, seeing if any of the
this was for Jesse Foster.
On there looked like Jesse Foster.
Right.
Yes.
What had happened is I thought that picture looked pretty similar to Jesse, and I really think this is a great idea. If you guys have time, get you a list, maybe 4 or 5 people that we think, or you think, or police think are victim of human trafficking, and then and we're doing the ones that went missing from like Las Vegas and California. Guess what?
Now you're doing it, huh?
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
At least,
guys, check it out. I'll put the link.
I was going to blame you. I've got the link. I did put the website, the link to the website. That's Bring Amber Home. But back what I was saying, this is very important. I think that this is something we can all do. Get you a picture. Go on to Craigslist. Craigslist has ads for a lot of solicitations, a lot of women, and a lot of times their pictures included. And if you think somebody looks similar to some of these photographs, please notify local authorities or anybody that's related to this case, because I think this is a really
the first photo.
This is a really good way to find people.
Looked at Jesse Foster recently, either
right.
a couple days prior to this.
Mm-hmm.
We had Cindy Macklin's mom, and Cindy Macklin is 16. She's been missing since January from Bay Cliff, Texas. Mm-hmm. Her mom, Deb Hilt, sent me a link, someone that she thought could be Jesse Foster on a Craigslist. She
right.
was looking to see if she could find her own daughter.
Right.
And she saw one that she thought looked like Jesse, so she sent it to me, and I sent on to Brian. I shared
anyways,
with
what I did.
Shared with Glendine, and what she does is, in both instances, she felt that it was not Jesse. Being, her mom and all. She really didn't think that either one of them, those
mm-hmm.
young ladies were Jesse in either of those instances, but she does send that on to the detectives and to the task force for them to check it out and be sure and rule it out, because they're the professionals and they look into things. Right. So that's where it stands at this point.
Okay. So anyway, so you sent it to me. I actually looked up the phone number. Was it? I looked up something. Anyways,
you looked for the name of the bar.
I found. Okay, the name of the bar. Okay, the name of the bar.
She mentioned that in her Craigslist ad, so you found the bar's website.
Right.
And one thing led to another, because she gave the hotel name. The hotel name was given on the bar website, wasn't it?
Yes. So that's what I was trying to say. So anyway, so I sent that to you. I didn't know about this as far as the hotel name being in the dream drawings until you brought that up, Deborah. So anyway, it's all of us working together. I think in this case, we found a location that at least may correspond to my dreams, and I really think that hotel should be checked out. We're going to put a link to that hotel in there, on the case. Well, it's not in there right now, but we need to do that, Deborah. So let me cover the dreams that are on here, the dream drawings on here, and we did do a couple shows that weren't really related. Were about other cases we thought related, so we did bring up Amber's case, but let's do it in full now. Okay.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So the dream drawings from February 23rd of this year. The first one says just across border. Cali, digital camera, she has it in the number 37. I think we've worked out that the word Cali means street in Spanish. At least I think that's what it meant. Then it says Cali safe, and there's a drawing of a two-story building. Looks like some type of, maybe it's a shack or some type like that, but maybe it has another structure on top. I mean, it does look like maybe like a shack, possibly in Tijuana, like we were talking about before. Notes say, reports say she was missing from Escondido, California, using Google Earth. I did find a Cali Road, and that's when we discussed that Cali Road means road. So there's a lot of locations for that. Dream drawings from February 28th of 09 says two-door Tijuana 6 and the letter K, which I believe is kilometers southwest, and the word Cali again. I can't stress that enough. These are different dreams and different nights pointing to the same thing. And it says seem to confirm. Notes say seem to confirm first DDs from the 22nd. There is a road again called Cali, and it is in the city of Tijuana, Mexico. Once again, there are other roads named that, but it's going back to Tijuana. Tijuana is just across the border and is a hub for human trafficking. We did a show on March 1st, show 27. We mentioned that case. On March 2nd, we mentioned this case. March 3rd, we mentioned this case. On March 6th, I did a redo on this case. And this says Kitchen H1 Hotel 1, Amber is here, the number 805, and it could possibly be the same drawing that was above. And the notes say, I think this is a kitchen, the same trailer in the past DDs. So possibly, maybe I was thinking that was a trailer. Yeah, that could be a trailer. Either way, trailer, something like that, in Tijuana. And then the information we just brought up, what Deborah said. So we actually have a name of that hotel. So if anybody's able to check out the hotel in Tijuana, you know, not just for Amber's case, for a lot, I take every missing person with me that is suspect of being trafficked for prostitution, because this hotel, that's what it is. We looked that up. That's definitely what it is. Kevin, I have your notes from the 18th of this month. Would you like to read those?
Yeah, sure, Brian. I have this is for Amber, Leanne. For my meditation, I have dead, abduction, white male, 30s, earring, tattoos, 170, 190 pounds, hair below ears, used a large stick or bat to help kill me. He rides a bike and knew of me. Body and bag buried in ground, maybe dismembered. Lurk or Lurch Street, 7 or 17th. Williams Road or place. Building between. Okay, Williams Road or place between two buildings. In my notes after the meditation, I now have incorporated, when I can, the pictures of missing persons in my meditations. That means I not only use the missing person's name when I do a meditation, but I'm also trying to, whenever I can, get the person's picture and add it in there as well, to look at the picture and not just the name, and try that. But in this meditation, I believe that I connected to Amber, and in order to also possibly receive new information concerning this missing person case. So I believe that all information from my meditation is from Amber here, is basically what I'm saying. A white male in his 30s who rides a motorcycle or bicycle may have murdered Amber. And I also added other notes to this case. my son came in the room after I had done this meditation, and I had him look at the picture of this missing person. And I didn't tell him who it was or what was going on. I said, what do you think about this person right now? And he says, oh, he looked at it for a second. He says, she looks happy. And I go, okay, this is a missing person case. Now, can you try to search your feelings again and tell me what you think? And he said he feels that Amber is alive, scared, and doesn't know who to turn to. And that's all I have for this case, Brian.
All right, thank you, Kevin. I have your notes posted on the case, so it is public. Everybody can read that. I don't see anything as far as what you have. Did you find anything in common? I've got one more DD to cover on this, too. Did you find anything in common, anything that was similar between what you did and what we've done so far?
Offhand, no.
Okay. Well, we'll continue to look. And again, if you have any input, wherever it comes from, we really want to hear it, and we'll of course post it. Deborah, I forgot to mention there is another redo per your request, Deborah, on April 2nd of 2009. I'm gonna cover that real quick. This one says they have him. Children will no longer be taken from the FLA. That could be an acronym. The number 162113, Valoa, Bose, Landing Strip, Mexico. I don't know. I don't know what that means. The next one says Cali. There's the word Cali again. They were taken to warehouse, and then number 7, only Chinchilla or whatever. That's the hotel I think we were talking about. I'm positive that's the hotel we're talking about. 1619. 632, and it says the word 2 cases. She will escape. Deborah in Boulder 19. Deborah, that might have been something for you to maybe pick up on. I don't know. That's what else I had on there. Deborah, do you have anything else to say on this case?
Actually, that last redo that you're talking about, I think was the one that was prompted by that email when people were very upset with young ladies being missing, and also the vans cruising around, vehicles cruising around and trying to take young ladies. There was one not far from where Amber went missing that was able to get away.
Right. And I do know the word about. Okay. And I do know the word Cali does mean street, so I know there's lots of them. But that Chin whatever Lila, that was done on the 2nd. Actually, Dream Drawings is April 1st. That's where we think that it could be that hotel, correct?
Exactly. And when I saw
do me a favor, link to that hotel again.
I went to map.
I'm going to put that up right now.
Mexico as a city, and I found something that was similar in spelling. But then when I saw that website for the Adelita bar, it just stuck out to me because it was so odd.
Skype me that the link to the hotel, would you? You remember?
I think I know what it is.
Or we can go do the same search again. It's the number 1 return.
Here we go.
I'm gonna.
It's the link for the Adelita Bar website, and right near the top it references the hotel.
Okay, that's going in the case file right now, so that's public. That's where I think she may be at this moment of time.
Well, this really
the good thing is that she could be.
There's lots of them there.
She could be safe.
If anyone checks out this website, the first thing they're going to see is Adelita Bar, Tijuana, Mexico. Adelita Bar opened its doors in 1962 and is the #1 tourist bar in Tijuana. The beer is cold and cheap, plenty of women. Rooms upstairs at the Hotel Cogila are $11 for half an hour. Yikes.
Okay.
I mean, you can tell exactly what type of place that seems to be.
Well, there's no doubt. We know that. And what I'm saying is we really need to I guess all we have is Craigslist, and they do, and it seems a lot of things are posted on Craigslist when it comes to prostitution. We need people doing like Sandra's doing, to go through these lists, look at these pictures, and see if there's any similarities, and if there is, report it. Somebody's able to make that determination and investigate the case. Okay, I have
now,
that.
Sandra has said that there are a lot of sites like findlocalkitty.info
Mm-hmm.
that you can find listings on and see their photos and everything. So
Okay.
if anyone is willing to check that out, that information comes from Sandra. And if you see anything that looks like, missing person, please alert people.
Well, one other thing, this bar website actually comes with a little extreme tracking thing on the bottom. If you click on that thing on the bottom, if they actually, I don't know if they knew this, but it actually shows you their traffic patterns and where all the referrers are coming to. This could be a gold mine of information for people to know what to do with it. If you look on the website, on the bottom there's a little extreme tracking icon. That shows you where everybody is visiting this website, where they're coming from, if they're using the search engines or whatever, including IP addresses. That could be some information that's maybe useful to somebody. But it's all up there, and I'll put a link to that on there too, including the bar there too. PC's locking up again, Deborah, so go on.
Oh no.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Sing a song, tell a story or something.
Sing a song? No, that would chase everyone away. I don't sing very well at all.
Okay.
Tell a story. Well, gosh, I could talk
well,
about...
we can keep going back in. Okay, go ahead. Well, I'm saying, so on this case, once again, I stress it, I think it's really important that if you guys want to help, go to these MySpaces. Well, especially Craigslist is probably the number one for something like this. But in any other place that you might find, pictures of women that, and the computer's better now too, that could be the victims of human trafficking, and look for these pictures. And especially around these, in Tijuana, is a hub. So is Las Vegas, so is New York City, so is Chicago. There's a lot of places. And if you have any questions on any of that, go to CIA.gov. They have a lot of information on there. Go ahead, Deborah. I'm sorry.
Well, there's another place that you can learn more things about human trafficking. If you'd like more information in general on human trafficking and links to different things besides the CIA.gov one, you could visit findjessie.com. That is run by Glendine Grant, who is Jesse Foster's mom, and Jesse has been missing for over 3 years now. She's in her 20s. She's missing from North Las Vegas, Nevada. And Glendine posts a lot of information regarding human trafficking. She is just constantly busy online in every other aspect of her life, researching, looking for her daughter, spreading the word of others that are missing. But she has a lot of really valuable information. You can find it there, or by checking out the links to her other places that she posts information to her blogs and to the jessiefoster.ca website. So there's a lot of really good stuff out there to find.
Thank you, Deborah. Okay, anything else we have on this case?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I put it up. I put a note that Amber may be at this hotel right here. Let me get them so people know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, let's move on. Our next case of the night is case number 683. This is Dermayes Lopez. The case was opened February 26th of 2009. Deborah, what information do we have for Dermayes?
This is for Damaris Herrera Lopez, and she's been missing since December 10th of 2008. Her date of birth is October 29th of 1998. 10 years old, Hispanic female with brown hair and brown eyes, 4 feet 8 inches tall, 78 pounds, missing from Yuma, Arizona. She was allegedly abducted by her mother, whose name is Crystal Abram Lopez. There's an FBI unlawful flight to avoid prosecution warrant out for Crystal Lopez. They issued that on January 13th of this year. They say that they may have left the country and traveled to Mexico. Damaris has a birthmark on the inside of her forearm, and the abductor, her mother, Crystal Lopez, may dye her hair black. In this situation, it seems like even though Damaris is still missing, they have been able to confirm that Damaris is with her mom, and she is in Mexico. I have an article here.
She's with her mom, then the case is really closed then, right?
No, because she took her out of the country illegally.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
She does not have custody. What happened was Damaris's brother got involved. They put him in jail for the Yuma County Adult Detention Facility for fraudulent schemes, custodial interference, false information to law enforcement, and contributing to delinquency of a minor. They do have similar charges just like that also for Crystal Lopez. The brother is 18 years old. His name is Richard Alvarez, and he's from Arizona also. Right now, FBI is involved, and the Yuma Police Department in Arizona is, and they're trying to locate exactly where in Mexico, that Damaris is with her mom. As far as an exact location, I haven't been able to find anything that lists that for me. If somebody has more information than that, if they could post that in the forum, that would be wonderful. But the bottom line is Damaris is still missing because her mom did not have custody and should not have been taking her out of the country. And they've got warrants out for her, and they threw the brother in jail for helping with the scheme.
Okay.
So, yeah, she's still missing.
Okay. Are you done?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I have 1, 2, 3 dream drawings. The first one says the number 3, and then this is a drawing of a church, I believe. Maybe the top of the church, the steeple, and at the top is a cross. It's not just a normal cross. It's got some of the things on the end of the cross, whatever those. You've seen them before. It's drawn on the page. It's things on the end of the cross. The second dream drawing says it is with her, and then the word M-E-N-A, Mena. And then this, I think I talked to you about this before, Deborah. This might be a rosary beads or some type of jewelry. Definitely religious. And then the next one says she went with Stephen Sarmente. We'll be back on March 29th. No tear. And that's all. This says be back on March 29th. I don't know if that meant she was going to be found or not on March 29th. Maybe something had happened on March 29th. I don't know. But the note said I think that Damaris is safe and could be home on March 29th. Obviously, that did not happen. So that's all I know. Anything else, Deborah?
No, I don't have anything else for Damaris.
Okay.
Just, anyone, if you have more information than, what I have brought up, if you could please post it, we'd be most grateful for that.
We sure will. And please go to missingpersonforum.com. All these cases are there, and even more cases are there. If you have any information, please post that there. Again, if you're psychic and you want to help in these cases, we really do need your help. Kevin, I've got your notes. Would you like to read those?
Sure, Brian. My meditation for Damaris Lopez is alive, in danger, abducted, HT, helicopter, Bravo Zulu 612. My notes after the meditation. This missing person could be in danger. Possible HT, which I abbreviated to mean human trafficking. BZ612 could be part of a helicopter or something else. My other notes, once again, my son came back into the room and was looking at what I was doing, and I showed him this picture of this same missing person that I did the meditation on, and I informed him that this person is a missing person. And my son looked at the picture and said that he feels that she has been hurt and is barely alive. And that's all the information I have, Brian.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I think we talked about this. That number could be the tail number of the aircraft, but I think the ones in the United States start with an N. I don't know what it starts. It starts like anywhere else. So that's good. Thanks, Kevin. Got a number there. You go write that down twice. Okay. Thank you, Kevin.
Okay.
All right. Let's move on to our third case. This is case number 686. This is for Roshni Chander. The case was opened on March 2nd of 2009. Deborah, what information do we have for Roshni?
Roshni Chander, 22 years old, has been missing since February 17th of this year. She was last seen by her dad at about 6:45 p.m. And she was last seen as she was leaving the family's home at, they call it Marylands, and that is in Sydney, Australia.
Okay.
She was last spoken to in the early hours of February 18th. So, in the wee hours of the morning, apparently. And at that point, she said that she was at the Gap, which is called Watson's Bay. Police searched that area and the surrounding area, and they did not find anything. And they say that she requires daily medication for her asthma, so they're concerned for her welfare. She's described as being Indian in appearance, 180 centimeters tall, slim build, dark shoulder-length hair. She was last seen wearing a gray jumper. This case here is one that there's not a lot of things out there on her. It was initially requested in the forum for the case to be opened, and this one is pending for redo. That is going to be one of the next ones coming along here. Because, she's just been missing since this last February, and they still have not been able to locate her or locate any, traces of her. The few things that I have seen, posted about her, they're not saying, definitely that there was some sort of foul play involved, and, they're not saying that there wasn't, so they really don't have answers out there at this point. So hopefully Roshni will be home with her family soon, and safe and unharmed. And what do you have on Roshni's case?
Thanks, Deborah. I have 3 dream drawings. Actually, no, I have 2. These are from the second. First one says, called her once, only, it says, called her only once, number 314, St. Mark's, and number 37. There's a drawing here of a man, look like he could be actually a father, like in a religious sense. Looks pretty young, short, kind of maybe spiked hair, might be dark complected, maybe 37 years old too. Next one says, deck of spirit cards, go to the river, 3 people will be there. I don't know what that is on the bottom. I'm not exactly sure what I drew there. Deck of spirit cards, go to the 3 people there. Looking at this, unfortunately, I don't know if she's alive or not. There's no drawings as far as some of the symbols that I have, but it says go to the river, 3 people will be there. I mean, I hope she's alive, but I don't know. Kevin, I have your notes. Would you like to read those?
Sure, Brian. In my meditation for this particular missing person case, I have dead, multiple abductors, mostly male, ages 27 to 36, Mike, John, racial, HT, British area, Scotland or Scotland Yard. In my notes after the meditation, this missing person could be dead. HT is for human trafficking. Body could be in Europe. I believe that Scotland Yard is a law enforcement agency. And Scotland, the word Scotland could be anything. And that's all I have for this case.
All right. Thanks, Kevin. Sorry about the graphics are getting out of control here, but we'll have that fixed tomorrow. Okay, our last case of the night is case number 770. This is for Brittany Page Stevens. The case was actually opened June 18th of 2009. Deborah, what information do we have for Brittany?
Okay, Brittany has been missing. Brittany Page Stevens has been missing since June 13th of this year. She is 15 years old. She's missing from Marion, North Carolina. White female, 5 feet 4 inches tall, 135 pounds, light brown hair and brown eyes. She is listed now at National Center for Missing and Exploited Children as a non-family abduction. The first day that her poster went up, and it was just a matter of days ago, the first day that the poster went up, they had her listed as an endangered runaway. But they did have it listed that she was allegedly abducted by someone. And then they did change it to a non-family abduction the next day. Now, they say that she was allegedly abducted by someone named Edgar Soto. They did issue a felony warrant for kidnapping for him on June 16th, so 3 days after she went missing. They say that they may be en route to Texas. They may be traveling in a white 1991 Chevrolet pickup truck with North Carolina license plates TVE 6700. Brittany has a scar on her upper left leg and on the back of her neck. They advise caution in this situation. It says caution advised in big capital letters. I really hope we're not dealing with someone who's dangerous here, which, you know, that's what that usually means, obviously. His name is Edgar Escalera Soto. He is 25 years old. So what a 25-year-old man is wanting with a 15-year-old child, I don't understand. But that's the situation here. This guy's Edgar Soto. His date of birth is May 29th of 1984. They list him as being from Marion, North Carolina also. He's a Hispanic male, 5 feet 9 inches tall, 155 pounds. He has black hair and brown eyes. And what do you have for Brittany?
Thanks, Deborah. I've got 2 dream drawings and some work that I asked Gail to do over the phone. I've got those notes there too. The first dream drawing says safe, water bottles, very tan, and then the letter N, the letters NVI, Rover Falls, and then in 4 days. 4 days from this date would be 18, 19, 20, 21. Would be today, actually. Today's the 21st. The second one says Road 58, McDonald's drive-through, Hoosier Park. Now, I do know that Hoosier means there's a lot of things like that in Illinois. That's all I could take from that. And there's a drawing here of could be a flag or could be a window with an X in it or something like that. I really don't know. So anyways, I talked with Gail. The notes that, from the conversation are Norman, Indiana. Deborah, were you on the phone with me when we did this?
No, I was not.
Somebody was. Okay. The word Kocher, or Kocher, C-O-T-C-H-E-R, put a question mark there. And then Cooper, Illinois. I think she thought that she could be in Cooper, Illinois. And that's all we got on that. Kevin, I have your notes. Would you read those, please?
The meditation I have for this case is a runaway, dead, 617, accidental death, Cindy knows, charm school, Ricky, my notes after this meditation, Brittany could be a runaway and may be dead accidentally. Somebody named Cindy and somebody named Ricky could be involved with this missing person case somehow. I don't know what charm school means, and that's all the information I have, Brian.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. As always, I post your notes on there, and we're done for the night. Deborah, unless you have anything else.
Just don't forget Ozzy.
I wasn't. You know, the graphics are a little bit different tonight. I don't have Aji loaded. I'm really sorry. Actually, I have a graphic error with his picture. That'll work. This is Aji Desir. He went missing January 10th, 2009 from Mockley, Florida. So far, there hasn't been anything reported on him. There's been no sightings as far as we know of. But basically, no one's going to know. No one's going to have a sighting if no one knows he's missing, and that's the big thing that we need to fix today. That's to get his picture out there. Go to the website findaji.com and print his picture. There's a PDF photo there you can print, and please post that everywhere. Aji went missing from Immokalee, Florida, but doesn't mean necessarily he's still in Florida. He could be anywhere. He could be in Mexico. He could be in Jamaica. He could be anywhere. So the most important thing is to get that picture out there, and then again contact the media to demand that Aji Desir get the attention he deserves, because this is absolutely ridiculous. This child is 6 years old. He has the mental capability of a 2-year-old like me. And this is uncalled for. He really needs some attention, and the media getting his picture out there is the best way for it to happen. So many people are found when when the pictures are flashed across TV and everybody in the world sees. Deborah?
I completely agree. So for anyone who's willing to help get Aji some media attention, please visit findaji.com, like Brian was talking about. You can find lots of things there. You could print a poster and hang it in your vehicle and drive around with Aji's picture, because who knows, he could be where you live. Anyway, there is at findaji.com, there are the links to the contact pages for local and national media. If you have a little time and you're willing to send some emails, please ask them to give him some coverage. We would really appreciate it. Thank you in advance.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Kevin. We'll see you tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And remember, our shows are from Sunday through Thursday now at 9 o'clock. Remember, that's East Coast time in the U.S., and I believe it's -5 GMT. Either way, you'll know what I'm talking about. So good night, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.